going to show you how you can play with your image sizes in order to compress and optimize them, just to speed up your site a little bit. A faster loading site is really going to help you not only with the search engines but also with the load time on your website. Now ideally you would put your images and all other media on Amazon S3 or a cloud-based service, so it's faster serving up on your website. But if you don't want to do that and want to just use the WordPress dashboard, then you can do certain things in order to make it a little bit faster loading image-wise. I'm just looking at some images that I have on my folders, and by going to Get Info and clicking on the image in a Mac and clicking on the image and clicking Properties on a Windows-based computer, I can see how big these images are. And you can see that we've got some that are 356 or 483, 524, 446, and we've got some that are still small enough, but when there's a lot added to the site, they're going to add up on the load time. So let's take this one here. It's called Tick, and it's 143 kilobytes, which is very small, but we'll see how we can optimize it using an online service. Now the online service requires it to be a JPEG file, so what I did was convert it from PNG, so 131, to a JPEG file at 143 kilobytes. So let's see if we can compress that down even further. Now I'm just at a site called Giftbot, and it's a free service. You can either put in the URL to the image or you can upload an image, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to upload that one called Tick JPEG and click on Upload. Now they do require you to have an email address, but in all the time I've used this, I've never actually got an email from them, so I wouldn't be worried about that. And here you can choose the output of the image. So whether it's GIF or JPEG, JPEG just only, GIF, etc. So I'm going to choose GIF and JPEG. Now as I said, it doesn't work on PNG, and there are also size limitations in how big the image that you can upload is. But for a free online service, so therefore you can use it with PC and Mac, it's a pretty good little website. I click on Test Now. Okay, so now my output is ready. So what I can do is just look at what it's presented for me, and we can also click it again to re-optimize it again. So here's our original image. It was height 502, width 374, and 142, 875 bytes. So that's it in original quality. Now let's have a look at it in PNG format, and we've managed to save 61%, and now it's 55,427 bytes. So you can see that that's a big saving, and the image still looks pretty well the same, so we're not reducing any quality. If we go down further, we can see that now we've reduced the amount of colours to 96 from the amount of colours originally of 128, but still the image looks the same, and we're saving 63%, and we've reduced it down in bytes again to 52,000. And just going along, and you can see that each time there's some sort of reduction, but the image quality does tend to fade a bit as the reduction goes on. So when we look at this one, the image quality is really not as good as when we look at, say, the savings of 63%, where it's a lot clearer and sharper. So choose the image that you think best suits your particular circumstance and right click and download it, and you'll have at least saved 63% odd. Now the other thing that you can do is adjust the media settings in your WordPress dashboard to make a maximum size automatically for your images. So you just go to Settings and Media and pick the maximum size that all images that are going to be uploaded will be. So if they're going to be the medium size, how big that is actually going to be by default, and also how big the large size will be by default, and the thumbnail. And you can do that all just from Settings and Media in your WordPress dashboard, and that again is going to shrink the images on your website.